In today's video, I'm going to revisit our conversation on the $1,200 stimulus check and answer some of your most pressing questions. Stay tuned. There's an excitement in the air in my social circles. Many people are buzzing about the $1,200 stimulus check due to hit bank accounts on April 15th. As I've mentioned in previous videos, those checks make up $300 billion of the $2 trillion CARES Act signed into law to combat the event I'm calling the Big Obvious, for YouTube reasons. Now, we've discussed the $1,200 stimulus check in previous videos. People have shown the channel a lot of love and attention and come back and ask some follow-up questions. I thought it'd be a good idea to return the love and attention by releasing a video to address everyone's stimulus check questions. One great way you guys can show your love for the content I create here is by clicking the like button for the YouTube algorithm. I'd really appreciate it. The like button tells YouTube that you want to see this information, and it helps me get the word out about the channel. If you're new to the channel, or if you've been watching for a while, thanks for joining us. I'd like to see where our viewers are from. Comment your city and state and country down in the comment section. Speaking of comments, I want to take this time to feature a comment from my last video. Today's featured comment is from Sierra Boykin. Thank you, Sierra, for commenting. I'd like to encourage the rest of you to comment on videos for a chance to be featured. I read and reply to every comment I get. There are some key factors I need you to remember about the $1,200 stimulus check. One of them is that the money you'll get will be based on your adjusted gross income, or AGI, and not necessarily your salary. Your AGI is likely a smaller number than your salary. Also, you will receive $500 for every child you claimed on your 2018 or 2019 taxes under 17 years old. The more dependents you claim, the more money you'll receive. So, if you have 5 children and they are all under the age of 17 years old, you'll get at least $2,500 regardless of your AGI. One question I've received is, what is adjusted gross income and where can I find it? I'm glad you asked. It's important to understand what your AGI is when determining if you qualify to receive a stimulus check and how much money you may receive. AGI is your gross income minus any expenses that might alter your income, such as educator expenses, student loan interest, alimony payments, or contributions to a retirement account. Your AGI is pretty simple to find if you filed your 2018 or 2019 tax return. If you file your tax return for the 2019 tax year, the one that would have filed in 2020, you should be able to find your AGI listed on line 8B of your Form 1040. Another issue I'd like to confront is the advance on future tax refunds idea that's been bouncing around the internet. I would like to answer that definitively. The $1,200 stimulus check is a form of special tax credit that will appear when you file your taxes for the 2020 tax year. That tax credit is especially for the Big Obvious. You would not be receiving it otherwise. You will receive your portion of the $1,200 stimulus check this month in addition to any refund you're entitled to when you file your 2020 tax return. One question about the $1,200 stimulus check I've seen is the question of whether or not it will count as taxable income when you file your 2020 tax return. The answer is no. The stimulus check does not count as taxable income. There are some individuals who are not required to file taxes by law. These include the disabled, low-income taxpayers, generally an individual who earns less than $12,200 a year, retirees, senior citizens, Social Security recipients, and some veterans. Many are questioning whether these Americans will have to file taxes to get their $1,200 stimulus check. Social Security recipients and Social Security disability recipients will not have to file taxes to get their $1,200 stimulus check. They will be paid using the information on their SSA 1099 tax form in the same way they currently receive their benefits from the Social Security Administration. However, there are special instructions for Social Security recipients and Social Security disability recipients who wish to claim dependents under 17 years old to receive the extra $500. The following is copied from the Social Security Administration's website. People who receive Social Security retirement, survivors, or disability insurance benefits and who did not file a tax return for 2018 or 2019 and who have qualifying children under the age of 17, go to the IRS's webpage to enter their information instead of waiting for their automatic $1,200 economic impact payment. By taking proactive steps to enter the information on the IRS's website, you and your qualifying children, you will also receive the $500 per dependent child payment in addition to your $1,200 individual payment. If Social Security beneficiaries in this group do not provide information to the IRS soon, you will have to wait to receive $500 per qualifying child. SSI recipients, especially those who have qualifying children under the age of 17, to receive the full amount of economic impact payments you and your family are eligible for, go to the IRS non-filers, enter payment info page, and provide information about yourself and your qualifying children. Americans who are tax exempt and are not Social Security beneficiaries need to fill out the online Internal Revenue Services form that went live on Friday, April the 10th. This form will allow non-filers to receive their stimulus payments. TurboTax has also created a website to assist non-filers. Many people are wondering if you will still receive your stimulus payment if you are not expecting to receive a tax refund in 2020. Yes, you will absolutely receive your stimulus payment whether or not you expect to receive a tax refund. The $1,200 stimulus check is a tax credit similar to the American Opportunity Tax Credit or the Earned Income Tax Credit. Tax credits like these give you a refund if you don't owe money to the government. The big difference between the stimulus and the other tax credits I've mentioned is that you're receiving this refund, quote, in advance of claiming it during your 2020 filing year. Just a reminder, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button below to improve your outlook on money in your life. Tune in, take action, and take charge of your money. There are those of us who are wondering what they can do if they qualify for a bigger stimulus check under a previous filing year. Perhaps you had more dependents under the age of 17 in 2018, or perhaps you made less money in 2018. Either of these may lead you to believe that your 2018 return might be more beneficial in this case. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. If you've already filed your 2019 tax returns, the IRS will use those to determine your eligibility for the stimulus payment. If you haven't filed your 2019 tax returns as of April 15th, the IRS will use your 2018 tax return to determine your eligibility. Some people are concerned about what may happen if their finances or life situation changes by the 2020 tax season. Americans are in an interesting situation. We are receiving money this year for a tax return we'll file next year. People have genuine concerns about what to expect if their situation changes. Don't worry. You will not be penalized for any changes to your personal or financial situation. If you didn't qualify with your 2019 taxes, but qualify with your 2020 taxes, you can expect to receive a tax credit. If your 2020 taxes cause you to no longer qualify, the government won't ask you to return the money. Any action taken because of a change in your family or financial situation will only be in the taxpayer's favor. Lastly, many people are wondering when they can expect to receive their $1,200 stimulus check. The answer depends on whether or not you receive your tax refunds or Social Security benefits through direct deposits or through the mail. If you receive your refunds through direct deposit, you may have already received your stimulus payment. Stimulus payments were set to hit bank accounts all across the country this week, many arriving as early as April 15th. If you receive your refunds by paper check, you may have to wait a little while longer. The IRS estimates that $30 million in paper checks it plans on distributing will start being mailed on April 24th. The Institute will prioritize lowest income Americans, sending paper checks to taxpayers who earn under $10,000 on April 24th, and taxpayers in other income brackets in the weeks thereafter. The IRS will issue joint taxpayers who earn $198,000 and expect to receive a paper check their stimulus payments on September 4th. Many Americans are excited about the $1,200 stimulus check. Some may have concerns about what the checks mean for their future and what they have to do to receive one. I hope this video answered your questions about the $1,200 stimulus check. Well, that's my video on questions about the $1,200 stimulus check. I appreciate you watching. Let me know any questions, comments, or topic suggestions you might have on personal finance in the comments below. Be sure to support us on all of our social media platforms. Follow us on YouTube and now on Facebook at Smart Money. Links will be in the description. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be the first to know when I come out with new content. Thanks again for all the support in the comments section, and a special thanks to Sierra Boykin, who was our featured comment for this week. Make sure you join the discussion for a chance to have your comment featured. I read and reply to all the comments. Make sure you like the video for the algorithm, and be sure to share the video with a friend. Check the links in the description for offer information. Lastly, the stock market is set up perfectly to buy stocks at a discount right now. Even if you're just curious and looking to start with $100 or even less, I'd recommend using Robinhood. It's completely free. Plus, if you use my link, you'll get a free stock just for opening an account. It's a win-win. Comment below and let me know what you get. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.